Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you, and welcome to day 2 of your 30-day dedication to yoga in this 10-part asana movement series. So, yesterday we did lots of stuff lying on the ground, which is so nice to mobilize the body that way if it's very early in the morning or very late at night, or we just had a long journey, we're really tired and we just want to stretch out, that can be a really nice way. But we can mobilize the body also from seated if we're, energy is quite bright and we want to, be a little bit more upright. So let's be seated. So sitting with the right shin in front of the left shin, I'm mirroring you. And a block can be really nice. So I'm just going to get my block. Okay, so something like this. Yeah, a yoga block. Or if you haven't got something like this, you could sit on a book, okay? Or even a cushion. So we maybe sit on this and it might just allow the spine to have a little bit more space. It might allow the hips to be a little bit more easy. If the hips are really tight, you could just maybe sit like this and get some bricks or cushions underneath your hips, both sides, of course, okay? Or failing that, you can even sit against a wall, okay? So being in a seat where the spine can be tall, the collarbones can be open, and the hips can be relaxed. Good. So let's just take a moment to sit like this. Jnana mudra, thumb, first finger together, palms up. Jnana means knowledge, wisdom. So when we take this mudra, we are just channeling the subtle energies of the body. It really helps as well physically just to open up the body, right, with this open palm rather than closed down. So settle into this, close your eyes, and we'll just take a moment of mindfulness before we move. Just a moment of checking in with the body, the breath, the mind. And of course, later in this series, we will do a whole 10 days of meditation together. So just take a moment now to come to the breath. Just like we did yesterday, maybe take the awareness to the belly and breathe into the belly. And exhale, empty the belly. Good, do that again. Breathe into the belly. Like you're breathing in this present moment, no past, no future, just this moment. And exhaling, releasing into this moment. Whatever, is going on in our day, whatever we've got left to do, whatever happened, just coming into the present. Take the awareness to your chest and your lungs. Breathe into that place. Lovely, fresh, cooling, revitalizing breath. And emptying, maybe a sighing breath through the mouth, releasing any tensions, any tightness. And do that again. Inhale, expand. Fresh, clean. Exhale, releasing anything old and stale. Good. And then just relax the breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Well done. Softly opening up your eyes. Great. Okay, so keep the legs as they are. Inhale, reach the arms up. But just beware this, right? So see if you can soften the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the chest nice and broad. Stretch your fingers apart. So version 1, you might be here. This feels like you're stretching your shoulders. Version 2, you might hook your thumbs with your palms forward. But again, beware this happening and keep some space. Go to version 3, you might even interlace your fingers with the palms up. So just a few breaths here. Notice how you might need to start toning the root, the navel, to be lighter and more spacious in the chest. Breathing in and up. Breath rising like a fountain. And breathing down as if the breath is pouring down the back of the body. Good. And again, breathe in. A sense of lightness and breathing out. You feeling something in your shoulders, in your chest? Good. One more time. Inhale, more spacious. And exhale. Good. All right. Take the hands apart. Breathe in and exhale. An easy side bend over to your right. Yeah. So grounding through this right hand, stretching over the left arm. Good. Maybe looking up to the palm if that feels nice and opens up the chest, or if that feels too cranky for the neck, maybe looking down or more neutral. And just see where you can take that. Yeah, you might just be here. You might walk the hand a little further away. Some of you might come towards the forearm, but keep grounding down through that left sit bone. Okay, nice and expansive. So just going to your place might simply be here. Good. And again, send the breath right into that left rib cage. Good. Another breath in. A sense of smiling, opening, another breath out, a sense of softening, easing. Good. And then inhale, bring it back up. And just release that. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the other side. So the left hand grounded can be this. Yeah, we want the upper body to be opening to the sky, not turning down to the ground. Yeah, so a little toning of the navel. Maybe for some bodies, you might start to walk the hand a little further away, and even maybe some bodies might think about coming to the forearm. Yeah, without lifting that right sit bone too much. So finding the place that's good for you. Looking to one place. So in yoga, we call this drishti, and another Sanskrit word, and it means to focus the mind. Yeah? So if we're in the shape and we're looking all the way around the room and what's going on out the window, it's not really yoga, it's just having the body in a position. But if we're there, focus the mind in one place, focusing on the breath, then suddenly it starts to be something more than just physical movement. Okay, so another breath in, another breath out, even softer. Good. And then inhale, slowly bring it all the way back up. Really nice. Full breath in, shoulders up. Breath out, shoulders down. Good. Change the cross of your leg now. Yes, change the cross of your leg. Good. So side stretch, and now twist, right? So we did both of these things in different ways lying on the ground yesterday. Inhale, arms up. Good. And exhale, twist to your right. Right hand behind you, left hand outside edge of the thigh. Inhale, draw up from root to crown. So really tall, as if somebody's lifting you up from the crown of the head. And as you exhale, just soften into that twist. Good. Inhale, rising tall at the crown, like a golden thread lifting the crown of the head. And exhale, softening into it. Just be careful that the neck isn't over-rotating. The neck very, very flexible in rotation. Yeah, so make sure it's not jamming. Good. Another breath in, even taller. Another breath out, even softer. Soften your back. Good. Well done. Inhale, unfurl, reach up. And exhale to the other side. Good. And just settle in. Inhale, rising, root to crown. The sensation of that golden thread lifting up the crown of your head. Exhale, softening down, relaxing the neck, not over-rotating. Good. Inhale, expanding. What does it feel like to be in a seated twist like this? Exhale, softening. Really being in the moment. Investigating the body, the breath, the mind. Another breath in. Even taller. Another breath out. Even softer. Just relax more. Well done. Inhale, unfurl, rise up. Yeah, a couple of breaths there, either arms apart, hook thumbs, or change the interlace of your fingers. A couple of vibrant breaths, lifting the heart. And then exhale carefully, release. Good, well done. So you can stay sitting on your block, if you have a block, and we will bring the soles of the feet into this like butterfly shape. Okay, so this is a pose in Sanskrit called Badak Konasana, which means bound angle pose. So we're giving this nice open angle of the hips. Okay, so it's up to you. If the heels are very close to the perineum, we're going to take it into a forward fold, okay? If the heels are very close to the perineum, that's going to be strong on the adductors, the groins. Maybe it's a little too strong. So if that's too strong, you can take the heels as far away as you need to get some sort of forward fold, okay? So you can hold the feet, the outside edges of the feet, almost like pages of a book, right? That you're opening the book and your thumbs are inside of the balls of the foot there. And then inhale, lengthen forward, keep the spine long. And then as you exhale, just a degree of folding forward. So for some bodies, you might just be here. You might not be folding. You might, really be here. That's okay. We've got time. So we're just going to spend a few breaths here. And maybe with the exhale, you soften a little deeper forward. If the body's very flexible, you might go even deeper, right? So it's always about finding the shape that works for you. It's never about jamming the body into a certain shape. That's not yoga, yeah? So inhale, extending from the root to the crown, and exhaling. So just reminding ourselves the reason we're moving the body is to move energy through the body, prana, life force, to bring a peace and a presence and a stillness to the mind. So a few more breaths here. Inhale, lengthening from the root to the crown. Exhale, softening down, maybe deeper, maybe not. Even if it's just a micromillimeter deeper. So the intention to deepen, perhaps, more than just the actual physical deepening. Okay, another breath in and another breath out. Really well done. And then slowly the head, the last thing to come up, roll up the spine, vertebra by vertebra. And just take a sigh of relief. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, well done. Good. Just stretch out your legs, help them. Lean back, little flex and point of your ankles, little lift of the chest after that forward fold. And just noticing how, the body, mind reacted to that forward fold in the hips. Okay, good. Come and sit up neutral. Really well done. All right, so from here, we are going to shift. I'm just going to shift my orientation so you can see more clearly. You could stay sitting on your block if you like, or remove your block. And we're going to come into this position, open up the front body a little bit. Yeah, so there's choices. The hands are more or less shoulder width apart, perhaps a touch wider, and the fingers are pointing towards the front of the mat. Here, the feet are about hip width apart, and knees just nice in line with the ankles, knees, and hips, okay? So choice one, almost like you're sort of sunbathing on the beach, you're going to just lean back and open up the chest after that forward fold, okay? And maybe that's enough for you. Choice two, you're going to engage your perineum, this place at the root of the body, and you're going to inhale and bring yourself up into a tabletop just for one breath, and then you're going to exhale, pour yourself down, okay? So your choice, whether you want to do this sort of spinal movement here and here, so just this very subtle inhale, and exhale, or you do a few of the more dynamic version, so move with me, inhale, either keeping the seat down or lifting it, and exhale, make sure you're not overstressing your shoulders. Good, we'll do 3 more of your version. Inhale, if you're in the full tabletop, nice open collarbones, nice happy neck, and exhale. Really well done. Last one, inhale, so there's energy, but there's not force. Good, and exhale, bring it down. Really nice. Okay, good. Cross the ankles and just let that go. Good, now make your way onto lying onto your belly, and we're going to take Sphinx pose, okay? So you can give the pelvis a little nuzzle side to side, release out the pelvis. Okay, so the elbows more or less underneath the shoulders. And we're just going to be here and lightly open up the front body. So this is a yin style pose. So yin means it's more relaxed, more passive, and yang means it's more active, right? So when I say it's like a yin style, it's softer, lighter, easier. Yeah, good. So version 1, you can keep it there very yin. Or version 2, if your spine feels ready, you might take it a little bit more yang. Bring the hands to the outer edges of the mat like flippers of a seal and slowly extend the arms, So don't jam your lumbar spine. Be honest with your body. Don't force, just a nice opening, a nice extension here. Few breaths, so you're either here in the seal or you're still in the Sphinx, which is a little softer, more yin. Okay, good. One more breath in, a little lighter in your position. And then exhale, slowly bring it down. Okay, good. Hands under the shoulders, come up to all fours. Take the knees wider than your hips, and then sit back. And really release that back. This is child's pose, okay? Child's pose. So the forehead on the ground, or maybe you're going to put it on your block. And the arms can be forward and stretching wide, or they can release behind you with the palms up. What feels nicest for your back, hips? Good. So see if you can settle here and come to the breath, back to the breath awareness. Good. Breathing into the back body, expanding the back of the ribs, the side of the ribs. And maybe exhaling through the mouth. Imagine that you're just pouring the tailbone and the pelvis towards the heels, towards the ground.
And again, inhale, expanding the back body, side body. And just pouring down the back body, pouring down the tailbone. Good. One last full expansive breath in. This present moment. And exhaling, wonderful moment. Well done. Good. Bring your hands under your shoulders and pull yourself up to all fours. Good. Bring the knees now hip width apart. We'll do some cat-cow, some spinal mobilization. Inhale, drop the navel down, float the chest through. Open up your collarbones, lengthen your neck. Find that lovely extension. Exhale, press your hands into the ground. Draw the navel up inside of the body, dome the back of the body. Good. And again, inhale. So notice my hips are tilting forward and back when I do this, but they're not moving in space, right? So just beware that this type of thing isn't happening. Yeah, not that that's wrong or bad, but by stabilizing the pelvis, we just get a little bit more into the spine. Inhale, extending. Opening up even more, thinking about broadening the chest as well as lengthening the spine. And exhale, flexing and rounding, really emptying the body, getting rid of any waste, old breath, old energy. Just suck it in, suck the navel in, empty the breath. Inhale, expand into the chest. Good. And one more exhale, really draw that navel in, empty all of the breath. Good. And then inhale. Good. Come to neutral. So just pause and breathe in the neutral. We're going to take a transition into downward facing dog, which we'll build on from tomorrow. So take a breath in, open up, and on the exhale, watch this first round if you're brand new to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and extend your spine. So we're looking to lengthen the spine. We're not looking to get the heels down if we haven't got space in the spine. So if the heels are down and the spine's rounding, for example, we want to lift the heels and get the spine long. Yeah, so this is downward facing dog. So just bring the knees down and we'll do that again together. So downward facing dog is a spinal extension. It's also strengthening your shoulders. So you want to spread the shoulders apart as you press into the ground rather than let them collapse in. And you, with your legs, they're like secondary. So the legs can become straighter later in time. But if you need to bend your knees and lift your heels to get the spine long, do that version. So from your all fours, inhale, expand into the cat, cow. And then as you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and find that downward facing dog. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to bend my knees, lift my heels a little bit. An idea of my chest pressing back towards my thighs, broadening my shoulders, keep the fingers spread, keep grounding down through the base of the thumb and the first finger. Few more breaths now. Breathing into the back body. If you have got the space to stretch out the heels without rounding your spine, you can do that. Straighten the legs if, you can keep the spine long. So remember, this is a spinal extension. Get another breath in. Another breath out. Good. We'll take one last breath in. Well done. Exhale. Bring your knees down. Good. Just go back to that child's pose we did earlier for a couple of breaths. Maybe bring the hands down the nape of the neck this time in a prayer pose. If that doesn't serve you, you can release the arms forward or back. Breathing in. And softening out. Good. One more round. Breathing in, expanding. Exhale, softening, releasing. Well done. Inhale, pull yourself up to all fours. Then just find your seated shape. Yeah, and we'll just do this little sitting, noticing whatever your comfortable seat is. Yeah, Sukhasana means easy pose with the shins crossed. Or if it's comfortable, it just happens to be more comfortable for me to sit in this half lotus, Ardha Padmasana. So just sit. Maybe take that Jnana Mudra again that we did yesterday. If Jnana Mudra doesn't feel, natural for you, you can just rest your hands on your thighs. But like I said, this upward open palm really can just bring some nice energy into the heart center.
So just sit, noticing the effects of your practice today, how body feels, how breath feels, if you're more aware of your breath, and how the mind feels. If the mind feels a little calmer, more present, less cluttered. Good, and when you're ready, open up your eyes, bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for day 2, and we'll build on this tomorrow, so I'll see you then.